So the intro is essentially the main riff, but an octave higher and just single notes. So that is. So that's slowed down. You're doing 7, 8 on the A string, and then 9, 7 on the D, 10, 9, 7. And 9 on the G, and that's sort of repeats again, and when you get to that bit you do, so that is. So the bit before the main riff kicks in is 2 inverted power chords, really heavily palm muted on the 3rd fret. So that's just the A and the E string on the 3rd fret, and then move that down to the B there, which is the 2nd fret on the A and E string again. So, right, so the main riff. Okay, so that's slowed down and broken up. You're starting with a normal E power chord, and your 1st fret power chord, and you switch to the inverted, so you're doing 2nd fret, open, 3, 2, you kind of slide into and out of 1 at the 7th fret. And that slide out is kind of integral to the kind of vibe of the riff, so it's. So that tail end the second time is 7, open, 7, 3, open, and then 3, 2. So it's kind of important to listen out for which bits are palm muted, which bits are picked, which bits are kind of sliding. So that's, as you can see if you watch my right hand, I'm not picking the slide there. So it's the main riff again, slowed down. The main riff is essentially just the verse riff, and before the first verse comes in there's this kind of lead part that Bailey plays, and it's harmonised with the 5th above. So the main bit you're doing 9 on the G, 7 on the G, back to 9, then on the 10th fret you're bending up to the 12th fret note, and back to the 9. So for the chorus riff, what I'm playing is octaves on the E and D string, and that is 8th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, open, and 1st fret. And the overdub in the chorus that Bailey plays is this. Ends with that kind of octave right there. So basically what that is, you're keeping your little finger on the 10th fret of the G string, you've got open notes on the B and E, and then you're changing root note on the first on the D string, you're going from 9, 7, 10, then you go to the A string, 7, 8, so that all together. I'll back the gain off so you can hear the notes. So after that, everything repeats again. You've got the verse and then the chorus section, and then this riff comes in. So for this riff, it's kind of integral to do the slide into this power chord, inverted power chord, and it's quite easy to play this riff kind of just with one finger. So slow down, you're doing 7, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and normal power chords on the E string, 1st fret, and open. So that's so slow down. The first part, and then you're going, so that is 7, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open, slide up to 5th fret, and open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. So that is, so all together. That riff, it goes into the thrash section, which is a little bit more tricky to play with the right hand and stuff. So the riff that comes in there is, so slowed right down that riff is. Break it up. You've first got palm mutes on the E string, and you've got 7, 8, 7, and you go from 7 to 9 on the G string there. Then you do hammer-ons, well, a hammer-on the 9 to the 10 on the D, and you pick the 8 on the A. The second part to the palm muted notes on the E string again. You've got the hammer-ons and pull-offs, 7, 8, 7, and then you've got some hammer-ons and pull-offs on the A string. You've got 5th fret, hammer-on to 8th fret, pull-off from there to the open A, and you've got 3rd fret, hammer-on to the 7th fret, pull-off back to the 3rd fret, open A again. So that's the whole thing slowed down again. Then when the vocals kick in, it changes to this riff. So that is power chord on the A string, and you're just hammering on and playing off just the note on the A string there, from the 7 to the 8, keeping your little finger or 3rd finger, whichever one you use. I always use my little finger for any kind of power chord stuff, just because it's a lot easier to move around. So that bit is. That is obviously inverted power chord on the 5th fret there. And then when it drops to half time, the riff kind of changes again to this. So that bit slowed down. It just ends on a open inverted power chord there. So when the guitar solo kicks in, it's back to the first thrash riff. Then the second part of the second part of the solo is essentially just the chorus octaves again. bit thrown in there, it's just this. So from there on out it's just back to the main riff or the verse riff, and it kind of changes towards the end and kind of gets some consistent chugging in there as well.